So if the question is why do we sing? I mean, I could start by giving you all these dates and milestones in the history of the church and trying to convince you in that way. But really, if we just look to the Bible itself and we ask the question, why do we sing? Well, the Bible itself could just be a huge musical. At creation, there was singing, and then in the Exodus, singing. Good times singing, bad times singing. We built a new temple singing. The temple got destroyed singing. Birth of Jesus, angels singing. Jesus at the Lord's Supper singing. Revelation singing. Paul in the new church, in Acts singing. So why does the Bible tell us to come together and sing? Well, the Bible tells us to come together and sing and not sketch or come together and build sandcastles, other than the fact that building sandcastles is just weird. That's like a whole other piece of society that I just don't want to be a part of for any reason. But God wired us. God's the one who created us. So whenever He made us, He put us together in such a way that singing is like a big deal. If you don't believe me, think of it this way. Complete this phrase for me. Da 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 da. I'm loving it, right? See, we all know that because, you've heard of McDonald's. We've all eaten there. We're probably going to have a shorter life because we all ate there. Then how about this one? Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that. So when it comes down to it, some things need to be sung and not just said, because it's just not going to mean as much if it's not sung, right? And I'm not saying that all of life needs to be some big musical. I'm not that guy. But there's a quote by John Piper that says, "We sing because there are depths and heights and intensities and kinds of emotions that will not be satisfactorily expressed by mere prosaic forms and even poetic readings." And so in layman's terms, he's saying some stuff, it just ain't gonna work if we're just saying. And really, Piper was right. Like if you look at Paul in Romans, when you get to chapter 11, he said all these incredible, rich, huge things about God, and it's like he can't contain it anymore. And he busts out in chapter 11, verse 33. It says, "Oh, the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable His judgments and His path beyond the tracing out! Who has known the mind of the Lord, or has been His counselor? Who has ever given to God that He should repay Him? For from Him and through Him and to Him are all things, and to Him be the glory forever and ever. Amen." So the question isn't really, why should we sing? The question is, how can we not sing? In light of all that God has done, how can we not sing?